Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich Ataxia. Today we will talk what I learned at the FARA Scientific Symposium 2017 Part 1 by Terry O'Hanlon. I'm not a scientist, nor a medical researcher. I'm just a normal FAer. I was invited to the symposium as part of a patients panel, a Q&A session for researchers who might work in a lab and might interact only with FA cells, to meet and understand real FAers, the people who'll benefit most directly from their work. To be there was humbling but rewarding. It's amazing to appreciate the range of brilliant minds, all approaching the challenges of FA from different perspectives. There was much detail I couldn't hope to understand, but I understood the wide range of areas they were working in or on. So, forgive me for what I just didn't understand. Here's a summary of what I think I did. The thing we probably all know about FA is that it's genetic. What I'm always impressed by is how the explanation seems so straightforward. Your gene is like an instruction book within each cell, and the result is production of protein appropriate to that cell's function. The problem in FA is that there's a repeat, GAA, at one point on the gene, FXN, and that causes confusion, like if a single page in an instruction manual was there 1,000 times over and you had to read every page before doing a job. If the problem's so well understood, might the solution be easy to find? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Our genes are in every cell in our bodies, and each of us has as many cells in us as there are stars in the universe. And while the full gene might be the same, parts of it are inactive in different kinds of cells, which is what makes them bone cells, heart cells, etc. If we correct, a gene in one cell, we want to be sure that change continues as the cell divides and reproduces, ideally that it spreads to the genes in other cells too. There is one branch of work being done to reverse engineer cells back to stem cells. That way, if a way can be found to correct the gene problem, the cells can be directed again to specific tasks like heart, cerebellum, dorsal root ganglia, etc., basically the parts where FA impacts most severely. Do you remember the original Ghostbusters movie? Early on, Dr. Spengler says they should never cross the streams of whatever comes out of their guns. At the climax of the movie he shouts that that's exactly what they should do. Well, there was a presentation about fixing FA genes which included something about reversing polarity that reminded me strongly of that. It was mostly about viruses though. The polarity bit seemed to be about the new instruction page that will replace the repeated pages that are the FA problem. The presentation was about identifying the right virus to carry this repair kit into the cells. Viruses are pretty good at doing this, after removal of their dodgy bits, but in many cases the body spots them and the immune system gears up to do its antiviral stuff. In a few experimental cases things pushed too fast with fatal consequences, so progress now is slow and very careful. The most recent and promising route involves AAVs, which are so small they don't provoke immune responses from the body. They're very simple viruses though, tending to deliver their payload then die off, so whatever they're given to carry and deliver must be perfect and work first time. When they're doing test drives of stuff like this, they include also a gene alteration that'll make the impacted cell glow phosphorescent green, and I'm left with an image in my mind of a whole human organ glowing solid green. Key takeout: it looks like they've identified the right tiny virus and the right instruction book alterations. They're getting close to identifying a cure for FA, although there's still lots of work to be done to make sure there aren't unintended consequences. This information was taken from FARA Australia with their permission. The link is provided in description.